In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create your very own group on Facebook so that you can share your news, your stories, your videos, and your music. So let's go. Hi, my name is Pete and welcome to Studio Live today, where my goal is to help you create, record and release your best music. And in this one, I've got two goals. I'm going to show you how to create a group on Facebook, and I'm also going to launch a new group on Facebook. So I'm launching Create, Record, Release, which is my brand new group and online forum where I'm going to invite you to come and join me, where we can share what we create, what we record, and what we release. And you can get feedback from me and other folks in the community here. So let's jump in and create the group, and then we'll talk a little bit more about the group at the end of the video. Here we are in Facebook. This is my Studio Live Today Facebook page. Now, a page is different from a group. A page will allow you to actually share your own work, your videos, your music. You can actually have more of a one-way conversation. So you can share out your information like you would on your regular Facebook page, but it's a dedicated page just for your brand, your business, or your music. The difference with a group is that we can create a group by clicking the Create button up here and clicking on Group. And a group is a place, as it says, where we can find people with shared interest. And in this case, they're going to be folks who want to create, record, and release their best music. So I'm going to click on Group here, and it's going to come in here and ask me to name my group. So I'm going to name it Create, Record, Release. And we're going to add some people here. Well, if we wanted to, we could actually click in and actually start adding folks straight away. So I could start typing in the names of various Facebook folks here, and I'll do that after the fact because you can invite people to do that. Now, the privacy, this one's important. You can learn more about groups and privacy here, but this is where you want to make sure that you have the privacy set right. If we click the drop down there, we can set this up as either public, closed, or secret. Now, public means that anyone can find the group, anyone can see what's posted in the group, and they can see what they post. Now, public groups may be fine, and that may be what you want to create, but I'm not creating a public group for this one because I want to create a safe environment where people can share their music. So I'm going to go with closed. This means that people can find the group and see who runs it. So they'll be able to see, yeah, this is a group run by Pete Johns of Studio Live Today, but only members can see what they post. So that means if someone doesn't want to share their song or their music or their post with the rest of the world, they only want to share it with the group, they can do that. The final one here is secret, which means that only people you invite can actually see it. So if you want a completely secret group for, say, a wedding planning or something, you can set up a secret group there. We're going to leave it as closed, and I'm actually going to pin it to my shortcuts here, which just means I'll be able to find the group a lot easier down the track. We're going to click on Create, and there we go. It's setting up our new group. So it really is as simple as that. You can see here on the top left, Create, Record, Release is the name of my group, and I've got all of the different group features down the side here. If you wanted me to do a follow-up video about how to run a group, more than happy to do that. I can invite members down on the bottom right here, so I can just click the invite button and invite members into the group to come in and share what they're doing there. I can write posts, I can add photos just like I do in any other Facebook group or on my main Facebook page. Now, I will want to personalize my group here. So we can, it says here, did you know that you can add a photo or illustration here? Choose one that shows off your group's personality. So we can upload any old photo here, but what I might do is I'll jump over to Canva. So my favorite site for creating things is canva.com. So I'll jump over here and create a quick image here, and then we'll jump back over and we'll start sharing some details here on this Facebook group. So I've created a placeholder photo here in Canva. I'm going to download this one now. I don't think I've given this a name. It's probably going to be called Add a Heading. That's okay. We'll download this design. We'll then come back over here, and what we can do is click Upload Photo, and it will jump in here, and there it is, Add a Heading, number 2. Took me a few times to get the sizing right here, so a little bit of trial and error. Probably should have got the exact pixel and dimensions there, but here we go. That looks quite okay. I say placeholder, that may stay there for a while. So yeah, just wanted to make sure that we have this in place. We're going to click on Save here now, and that is going to put that in place as our group. So this is here and ready to go now. Now there's a couple of additional things that we can do here to finalize our group and to just dress it up a little bit, which we'll show you now. So before we finish up here, I want to do one more thing, and that's click on the More button here, and we want to go down here to Edit Group Settings. So we'll click on that one, and here we can either change the group name if we want to. We can change the icon of the group, which I think is pretty cool, and we'll probably use the guitar, will we? Or will we use the music notes here? Let's use the music notes. I think that's going to look cooler here. So there it is, Create, Record, Release with our icon there. The group type, I'll leave it as general. If you had a separate group that you wanted to have buy and sell, a gaming, social learning, or jobs, we can change those. I'm going with general in this case. We could add in a description. So here's one I prepared earlier, which I'll paste in there. I'll update that and make that a little bit better later, but that is good. Location, if it is going to be a specific location, then we can actually do that. We could add some tags in here. So if I wanted to add in, say, home recording, like that, we can come in here and it will actually ask us for other things that we want to put in there, but we can change those around. Let's just see if we can do something like GarageBand. Yeah, there we go. We can tag it with GarageBand. So home recording, I'll find some other tags that are going to be good there. We can add apps. And apps is a whole different thing that we'll talk to. We can link in our pages. We can choose our color. Now, this is something that we will want to do because my favorite color, my Studio Live Today color here is red. We're going to go with red. And then there's a bunch of other groups here around our privacy settings, around badges, around custom web addresses, which we'll go into. Now, importantly, down the bottom here, these are the bits that we want to go in here. So who can approve membership? So anyone in the group or only admins and moderators. Now, I usually set these for my groups as only admins and moderators to actually accept folks coming into the group. Chat creation permissions. So who can create chats? Can it be members, moderators, admins can create chats or only admins? We've then got a whole bunch of other requests here. So membership pre-approvals. So save time by pre-approving people. Membership questions. So if you've joined a group before, you may have been asked some questions. So I'm unsure that I'll actually put these in here, but you can come in here and add in some membership questions if you wanted to actually make people answer questions. We've also got group rules. So again, I'm going to work on this and see if we can create some rules for the group. I don't like the word rules. I'd like guidelines. I don't know. I'm a bit more of a guideline kind of person, but we'll play around with that. We'll just go back here to take a look at these last few. So posting permissions. Anyone in the group can post, which is what I would like to have on here. So we've missed one here. Allow pages to request join as group members. So this means that a page as opposed to an individual person can join. Now, I'm going to remove that for now. I want folks to join here as themselves, not necessarily their music pages, but I'll review that and we'll see if we're going to change that in the future. Posting permissions, anyone in the group, and all group posts must be approved by an admin or a moderator. I've never liked that. I really hope I don't have to turn that on here because that would take up a lot of time. And story posting permissions. So anyone in the group or admins only. I'm going to make that admins only. I don't like the stories sort of float to the top and it gets a bit confusing for folks around what's actually happening with that. So I'm going to leave that as admins only. And photos and videos added to the group story must be approved by an admin or moderator, so I'll leave that on. So you've got complete control here, as you can see, over how your group will look, over, I've lost my description there, over how it will actually display and what you can actually do here. And then when you're happy with all of these, we can just hit save, and that's going to save in those settings. So that is all good. My changes have been saved. So there you go. If you are someone who is creating, recording, or releasing music, or you want to, even more importantly, then consider joining up to the group, because I think we can create a very cool community that's going to be a safe place for folks to actually get tips about the music creation process, to get help with their recordings, and to share their releases. So to share their music and get feedback, because as I've said here a bunch of times, the best way to improve your music is to release your music. Get feedback, rinse and repeat, and do it all over again. Thanks again for watching. Jump over to the group. There's links down in the description, and I'll see you on the next video.